Most people believe pressure is a sign that something is going wrong in their life. They tell themselves that if things feel heavy, painful, or overwhelming, it must mean they are failing.
But what if pressure is not here to break you? What if it is here to build something inside you?
Let me tell you a story from a quiet farming town. In a small rural community somewhere in the American Midwest, there lived an old farmer named Thomas.
He lived simply, worked hard, and depended on one loyal companion to help him every day, his donkey.
One afternoon, as the sun leaned low over the fields, Thomas heard a sharp, desperate cry. His donkey had slipped and fallen into an old, forgotten well at the edge of the farm.
Thomas rushed over and looked down.
The well was deep, narrow, and nearly impossible to climb. The donkey was alive, but trapped, shaking and panicking in the darkness. If this moment already feels familiar to your own life, comment yes below so I know I'm not alone here.
Thomas understood the painful reality. The donkey was old. The well was unsafe. Trying to rescue him could take days and still fail.
After standing there in silence, Thomas made a heartbreaking decision. He called his neighbors and explained that ending the donkey's suffering might be the only option left.
They picked up shovels
and began throwing dirt into the well. At first, the donkey cried louder than ever. Each shovel of dirt felt like another weight pressing him down, another sign that hope was disappearing. Then something unexpected happened. The donkey stopped screaming.
Thomas leaned closer and watched carefully. With every shovel of dirt that landed on his back, the donkey shook it off, then stepped on top of it.
Again and again, the dirt piled higher, and with each step, the donkey rose with it. What was meant to bury him slowly became the very thing lifting him upward.
Minutes later, the donkey reached the edge of the well.
With one final effort, he climbed out, covered in dirt, exhausted but alive. Thomas stood there, stunned, because what almost destroyed the donkey became his escape.
This is more than a farm tale.
It is a motivational story in simple English about how pressure works when you refuse to surrender to it. And if simple stories like this help you reflect on your own journey, consider subscribing and comment "OK." I'll keep sharing more, because pressure does not always crush us. Sometimes pressure builds strength. That is why this motivational story in simple English continues to be told, generation after generation.
Deeper analysis.
What makes this story last is not the donkey. It's the pattern we keep repeating in real life.
Perspective 1. Pressure reveals the system you're standing on. When dirt started falling, the donkey had two options: panic or adapt. Most adults don't fail because pressure appears. They fail because their system can't handle pressure. Look at Warren Buffett. He didn't build wealth by avoiding market downturns. He built it by standing on a system, long-term thinking, emotional discipline, and patience that could absorb pressure without collapsing. The dirt didn't disappear. It became the step. This is why pressure is not the problem.
A weak system is.
Perspective 2. What feels like punishment is often training. In the story, every shovel of dirt looked like cruelty. In reality, it was conditioning. Think about Michael Jordan. He was cut from his high school varsity team. That wasn't a sign to quit, it was pressure shaping habits. Early mornings, relentless practice, mental toughness. Pressure sharpens skill when ego steps aside.
When ego fights back, pressure feels personal. When ego relaxes, pressure becomes instruction.
That's why this isn't just a folktale. It's a motivational story in simple English about growth that doesn't announce itself.
Perspective 3. Emotional weight determines financial endurance. Many people between 25 and 50 don't lack talent or opportunity. They lack emotional endurance. They take every setback as a verdict, every delay as failure, every criticism as identity. Contrast that with Oprah Winfrey.
Rejected early, criticized often, yet she learned to shake off the dirt and step higher, using adversity as visibility, not a verdict. Wealth, fulfillment, and long-term success don't come from avoiding pressure. They come from learning how to stand taller inside it. That's the quiet truth behind this motivational story in simple English. Pressure doesn't ask for permission. It asks one question: will you let this bury you or build you? Lessons and practical takeaways. Pressure builds strength.
For viewers seeking growth and wealth,
Here's the part most people miss. The donkey didn't escape because the dirt stopped falling. It escaped because it changed how it used the dirt. That detail matters, especially if you're between 25 and 50 building a career, a business, or a future that feels heavier than expected.
Lesson 1. Pressure is not the signal to quit, it's the signal to adjust. Many people interpret stress as a message that they chose the wrong path.
But look at Warren Buffett again. He faced decades of market crashes, criticism, and long periods where nothing seemed to move. The pressure didn't tell him to stop, it told him to zoom out. When pressure rises, the right question is not, why is this happening to me? It's, what skill is this trying to build?
Lesson 2. What you shake off matters more than what hits you. The donkey didn't fight the dirt. He didn't complain about it. He didn't wait for permission. He shook it off and stepped higher. That mindset is what separates people who grow wealth quietly from those who burn out loudly.
Jeff Bezos was mocked for years for reinvesting profits instead of showing results. He absorbed pressure without absorbing doubt. That emotional discipline compounded faster than money ever could. This is why stories like this work so well as a motivational story in simple English.
They remind us that progress often looks uncomfortable before it looks successful.
Lesson 3. Long-term success requires emotional stamina, not constant intensity. Burnout doesn't come from hard work alone. It comes from carrying every problem as if it defines you. People who build lasting success learn how to step back mentally while still moving forward practically. They rest without quitting. They adapt without surrendering. That's how pressure becomes strength. So here's something simple you can apply this week. When life throws another shovel of dirt your way, pause and ask, can this be a step instead of a sentence?
If this perspective connects with where you are right now, comment yes below. I read everyone. Because this isn't just a story about a donkey. It's a motivational story in simple English about how ordinary people quietly build extraordinary resilience. Pressure will come. That part is guaranteed. What you do with it, that's where strength is built.
Thank you for watching the entire video. I would be very grateful if you would leave a comment about your feelings after watching it so that I have the motivation to make more videos.